Now let's get more on the debt problems on both sides of the Atlantic from a man who's been covering the world economy at UBS for more than 15 years. Paul Donovan is the bank's deputy head of global economics, and he joins me now. Paul, thank you so much for coming in the studio. Let's just touch on the US first of all. There was a lot of concern, although it wasn't priced in, that we may not have a resolution by August 2nd, and that will of course lead to some kind of credit rating downgrade. But that's off the cards now.
It looks like it's off the cards. I mean, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. The credit rating agencies, have been acting entirely at random. They could still downgrade. There has been a suggestion that they might, still have a negative watch, for example, afterwards. The longer this goes on, the more irrelevant the credit rating agencies become. So I think that solves itself over time.
But on August the 3rd, we're going to have a new debt agreement in the US.
I think so. I mean, the entire market has been, with one voice saying they must raise it, the alternative is too horrendous to contemplate. And I think that message has slowly, very slowly, started to percolate through so that even politicians understand that they actually have to do something now. And I hope that we're going to get an increase in the debt ceiling. Whether we get the full debt deal, I mean, all we've had is Cantor, the Republican House leader, saying there are some bits of this which look good. Now, we're reacting with euphoria to that statement. I mean, it's, I think,
at least it's a step.
I think it is, but I mean, I think it's very telling about just how poisonous US politics has become. That this small step is being heralded as absolutely fantastic news. It is fantastic news given where we were yesterday, but it's a rather damning commentary on the state of US politics at the moment.
Yeah, Paul, what about European politics? Because tomorrow we're going into the crisis meeting. The Greek Prime Minister was saying that it's really a make or break summit, but that we knew. And today, that 2-year yield, 40% for Greek bonds. It's huge. It was really unthinkable just a month ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that we need to be careful about the Greek debt. I mean, it's really not trading. Nobody's buying or selling the bonds. So it's just sort of moving around on whim. The problem we still have is that there are two sides. Basically, Papandreou gave an interview yesterday where he said, well, it's Europe's problem. Europe owes us. Europe's got to sort this out. We can't do this. Whereas Merkel is standing up and saying, no, the remedy is with Greece. Greece has got to solve this. It's Greece's problem. And this is the constant tension, that the Germans think, look, we solved our problems back in '99 when we were very uncompetitive through discipline and rigor and self-denial and all the rest of it. And this is a simply marvellous idea, and Greece must do this. And Greece is saying, no, we don't think so. We think you owe us the money, pay. And that's the constant tension that we get. And it could still cause problems tomorrow.
But Paul, it's not really about Greece anymore. And it's not just about Greece, because it started with Greece. We thought we could contain it. It went to Portugal, small country, Ireland, small country, and now it's really spreading to Italy and Spain. So tomorrow, what do they need to do to basically ring fence the periphery countries, the smaller ones, so that it doesn't attack the bigger countries?
Italy, I don't think we need to worry about. Italy's fine. Italy has got long duration debt. It has got debt which is mainly owned by Italians. And for crying out loud, if any country on the planet knows how to deal with low growth and high debt, it's Italy. 30 years of experience of this. Spain, I think, is the focus. You're right. Portugal and Ireland, the markets can't touch Portugal and Ireland now. The banking systems are still vulnerable to market pressure, but the governments themselves, they don't borrow from the bond markets. So what I think we need is a two-pronged assault. We need something which convinces markets that Spanish yields can be contained.
And that something is what?
Well, there's a variety of options here. Some kind of convincing Eurozone bailout for the banking system of Spain, some kind of secondary market purchase of government bonds, something which convinces the markets that Spanish yields aren't going to 7 or 8%. Because once we get to that point, we've crossed the Rubicon, and Spain needs bailouts and goes into a downward spiral. Because Spain, unlike Italy, has got short duration debt, which is owned by foreigners. We've also got to tackle Greece. It's no good saying, look, in September we'll sort out Greece. In September, Greece runs out of money again. We need to tackle Greece. They're going to default, but we can push that out until 2012, 2013 with a bailout now. That avoids the contagion via the banking system.
All right, Paul, in a yes or no answer, you expect something tomorrow?
I expect something, yes.
Something, but not much. All right, Paul Donovan there. Thank you so much.